People have called Amber Heard sexist for her views on domestic violence, but new evidence has come out proving she might be racist as well. Is the actress really racist? Watch the video to find out. Amber Heard is attempting to explain what some have called a racist tweet. The tweet is from 2018. With this human rights crisis so politicized, it's difficult to make a simple statement without it being used to distract from the real issues, she tweeted on Tuesday, July 3rd, 2018. It's difficult for anyone not to be affected negatively by the subject in some way. Her message was accompanied by a black and white photograph of a young girl wearing a t-shirt with the words birthplace, earth, race, human, politics, freedom. The actress, then 32, received backlash after tweeting about an ICE checkpoint in the early morning hours of Tuesday. According to NBC Philadelphia, she wrote in the since-deleted tweet, "Just heard there's an ICE checkpoint in Hollywood, a few blocks from where I live. So tonight, everyone should provide a ride home for their housekeepers, nannies, and landscapers." She continued, "Checkpoints on your own streets. Is this the great America that we seek? Raids, fences, and police state checkpoints do not feel like the land of the free that our immigrant forefathers built." Followers chastised her for implying that housekeepers, nannies, and landscapers are illegal immigrants and responded with screenshots of her first tweet. "Where is your first tweet about housekeepers and such? You sounded like a southerner in the late 1800s warning all the other wealthy slave owners about the approaching Union Army. And Republicans are racist, huh?" one person wrote. "According to your previous tweet, only nannies, housekeepers, and landscapers should be concerned," said another. "I had no idea illegal immigrants only held those positions. This is why identity politics fails." Just so you know, police conduct street checkpoints all the time. "There's nothing new here," one follower observed. "But I suppose that's unheard of in your gated community. I grew up with those checkpoints, but that was MLS from the border." Heard, who describes herself as an actress and activist in her Twitter bio, responded, "Fortunately, I do not live behind gates or fences, but I do live near and alongside many people who will face that fate if this continues." At present, in 2022, Amber Heard supporters have taken to social media to blame sexism for her defeat in her defamation case against Johnny Depp. She has been called out for her casual sexism against men numerous times in the trial. The case, which had dominated the news cycle for weeks, came to a close on Thursday with the jury siding with Mr. Depp. After the jury determined she acted with actual malice, Heard was ordered to pay Depp $10 million in compensatory defamation damages and $5 million in punitive damages. The jury agreed with one aspect of Heard's claim, that she was defamed by Depp's lawyer, and awarded her $2 million in compensation and $0 in punitive damages. While the decision was somewhat predictable given the evidence presented before the court, including testimony from Kate Moss, several commentators and activists remained adamant that the outcome was a loss for women worldwide. Others claimed Depp's victory was solely due to the jury's admiration for his career. "This jury is nothing more than a racist, sexist fan club," one person wrote. "I never have hope for women." The jury consisted of white, black, and Asian members. Amber Heard is a white woman. "My heart breaks for Amber. F that sexist jury and F this sexist country," exclaimed another. Gretchen Sums, a woman who claimed to be a survivor of sexual assault, expressed her support for Heard. "I'm with you, Amber, and I believe you," she said. "You shared your experiences with such bravery, strength, and clarity. This was not fair. I send you my love and strength." In support of Heard, comedian Amy Schumer shared a Gloria Steinem quote on her Instagram page. "Any woman who chooses to act like a full human being should be warned that the armies of the status quo will treat her like a dirty joke. She will require the support of her sisters," Schumer wrote. The jury was also accused of bias in an article titled, "Amber Heard Verdict Sends a Message to Black Women Everywhere," published by The Root. Whether you believe her or not, the world's treatment of Heard was cruel and uncalled for. Forensic experts examined her bruises under a microscope during the trial, and social media joined in on the skepticism, blogger Candace McDuffie wrote. Heard turned in everything from memes to murals mocking the legitimacy of her abuse. Some people even believed Depp when he claimed she was the aggressor in the relationship. If Heard's privilege couldn't protect her from such cruelty, Black women remain even more vulnerable, as they always have. Heard issued a statement shortly after the verdict, claiming she was heartbroken. "The disappointment I feel today is indescribable. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence was not enough to overcome my ex-disproportionate husband's power, influence, and sway," she said. "I'm even more disappointed by the implications of this decision for other women. It's a disappointment. It reverts to a time when a woman who spoke up and out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It undermines the notion that violence against women should be taken seriously. I believe Johnny's attorneys were successful in convincing the jury to overlook the critical issue of free speech and to disregard evidence that was so conclusive that we won in the UK. I'm sorry I didn't win this case, but what makes me sadder is that I appear to have lost a right I thought I had as an American, the right to speak freely and openly." Depp also stated his court victory. "6 years ago, my life, my children's lives, the lives of those closest to me, and the lives of those who have supported and believed in me for many, many years were forever changed. It happened in the blink of an eye," he said. "False, very serious, and criminal allegations were leveled against me in the media, triggering an endless barrage of hateful content, despite the fact that no charges were ever filed against me. It had already traveled twice around the world in a nanosecond and had a profound impact on my life and career. And 6 years later, the jury restored my life. I am deeply moved." Do you think Amber Heard might be racist? Let us know in the comments down below. As always, like and subscribe to never miss out on the latest updates on pop culture.